I've been already doing a little bit of stuff. I'm out here this morning. It's dark and dreary, but it's actually quite mild. So I took off the frame, the door frame. Not going to have a door here anyway. That way I can get this stuck in a little better. I didn't think of that yesterday and left this kind of gap. I have this one and I've cut it in so it comes into about here. So I will have to make a fill piece for right there, but that's not a big deal. So I'm going to put that in here right now. And then I'm going to go underneath and do the support I wanted to do right around the island, just to take that extra bit of weight. And once I get this in, get the island supported, I'm going to finish off doing the wire mesh and the house wrap underneath, insulate, and do the rest of the floor. So this floor should be close to being done today, if not done, and then I can move into the other room and start doing blocking and cleaning up. It's time for me to take lunch, but all I have is a little strip at the end left for tie power, just a little bit right along here for the house wrap. And once I do that, I'll be able to put the insulation in and finish off the floor across. So pretty cool. I'm gonna go and get underneath there after lunch and I'll videotape a little bit of it so you can see kind of where the post is and how it looks underneath. I also, after doing a little bit of the work, I think I already mentioned I need to fill in here, fill in that backside, but I also found there is a bit of a low spot right here, which I'll be able to do probably leveling cement just in this little circular area. And it'll have to get done because this is where we're going to be walking quite often. And I don't want it to dip a little bit. It's like a quarter of an inch at the lowest point from the rest. So that needs to be leveled off. But the rest has been really nice and level. So I'm going to get something to eat now. And then after that, I will film under. So this is where I've been spending out most of the day. There's the posts that I have somewhat centered. And I've just got these 2 sheets left to do at the bottom end. Then I can insulate and put the final sheets down, and then I'll have the kitchen all sheathed, which is great, and then I can move into the dining. All right, I just finished off what I was doing down there. Now I'm going to finish off the insulation all the way across. A little out of breath from being down there and crawling around, but I'm done now. Get the insulation in, and I can have a full floor finish. So that'll be 1/4 of the 4-square house. Okay, I just got all the insulation in. I've got about 20 minutes before the boys get here. A little further behind than I was hoping to be, but that's for good reason. I actually had a nice visit from my aunt and uncle, so I got to show them the spot, and I thought it was really nice being able to show them around and be able to talk about what I'm excited about. And now I'm just going to start putting down the sheets. I think I can get the first 2 done, and then the tiny pieces at the ends. I probably won't get that all done before the boys are here, but I think I can at least get these 2 sheets in. So I'm going to do that. I just arrived, but I was able to get the 2 pieces down. So tomorrow I'll just have to do the little strips here, and then I'm into this room. Clean it out, clean down the bottom part, and then just do the blocking across. And then it'll be another room to start putting floor down. So looking good though. Lots of space to store things and work on things without getting all that dirt down into the crawl space. So look, I made a bit of a mistake. I was getting the dump run ready to go because I have that tire appointment this morning to switch on winter tires, and I kind of locked myself out of the van. So yeah, the alarm went on the vehicle. I shut it off, threw the keys in, packed it all up, and then I shut the back, went to open the door, and it must have locked when I hit the alarm by accident. So luckily my dad's getting keys from my wife and gonna be able to drive, but I was able to at least finish this last little section while I waited, but it's now a time that I need to go, and I think my dad's probably almost here. Anyway, when I get back, I will have done a dump run, switched up tires, and I'll be cleaning up this room, getting it ready to extend the floor. Okay, I'm back out here again. My dad did arrive a few seconds after I took that video, so I changed my tires in time, dumped the garbage after. But now that I'm out here, I finished the floor, and it's extending into this room. I had to do blocking down the center and blocking at the end. But I was looking at all this lumber where I've had the shims cut off of it, and I was thinking maybe I should make myself some sawhorses. So that's a use of this material, and I would find it very helpful because I've been cutting everything on the ground. So maybe I'm going to try and once again, I have no plan for the sawhorses. I'm just going to see if I can make some. So that's what I'm going to do right now, is try to make some kind of randomly put together sawhorses and see how they come along. I'll film if I manage to make. This is my first sawhorse ever. So I've seen people make sawhorses, so I got an idea of how to do it. But this piece can come off, so once you score it a bunch of times, you can just remove the 3 screws and put a new piece on. I cross braced it. I cut the bottom feet so they're flush on the ground, and I am able to put full weight on it, and it does not move. So there's a nice solid sawhorse. So I'm going to use some more of the scrap, make a second one, and then I will finally have had a sawhorse, which is kind of cool. So I'm going to do. It took me an hour to make both, but now I've got some sawhorses, so that's going to be really nice. I honestly think I'm going to just kind of clean up the floor, get things organized a bit, because this kind of stresses me out, and then I'll move on to doing blocking in here. After I do blocking, just like the other room, I'll clean up underneath, but right now I just need this space to feel less dirty. That is much more nice. So I cleared up all the sawdust, vacuumed it all up, got everything organized over on my sawhorses. It just feels much better. I don't feel stressed out by all of it. But now I'm going to start running some cords again, run them over into here, and start measuring out for the blocking through the center and the back wall. I've got about 15 minutes before the boys get here, but I can set things up so that it's easier for me when I come back on, I guess, Monday. I'll be here Saturday too, just fixing a few little things, but I probably won't do the blocking. Anyway, I'm going to set things up to film. So this is a Saturday little job. So it's just along the side of the door here. It was all rotted. So I cut out the rot. I'm just going to clean it all up and put a new piece of wood there to block it off. That's one of the small jobs I have. The other one is I'm going to go tape off one of the windows that has a small leak just to try and contain it and see if I can get it to stop. And then after that, I might, if I still have time, which I'm sure I will, I'll come in here and I'm going to pull up all the big pieces of stuff and throw them in trash and everything. I'm not going to do a sweep, but I'll get all the big stuff. All right, so it's patched. So no more rot there. And on the outside, it doesn't look great, but it'll hold for now. So until next year when we do all the siding over. So there we go. Patch done. Okay, now I'm on to cleaning up some of the mess in here. So I probably won't sweep it, but I'll get all the big stuff. So I'm going to do that now. Just going to clean up the big things, but after I did a little bit, I was like, I can do a little bit more. And so it's all clean, which is kind of nice. That means on Monday, I just do blocking. And after I do blocking, I get underneath here and I start putting the wire mesh and the vapor barrier, or not vapor barrier, the house wrap. So that's it for today. Saturday's little tasks are now done, and I'm gonna head out.